I'd like to thank Craftsy for sponsoring today's video. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Hailey with Hailey Stitches, and today I'm doing a little refresh of my most popular quilt pattern. Charming Sawtooth is a free baby quilt pattern, and it uses just one charm pack and 1 yard of fabric. If you want additional sizes, you can grab the full paid version in my shop. So grab your charm pack and let's get started. These are the supplies we'll need for today's project. First, you're going to need your long quilting ruler, and I'm also going to be using a couple of smaller square rulers as well. You'll also need your cutting mat and your rotary cutter, some sort of marking utensil to mark your half square triangles, and a matching thread. My go-to is called Dove by Aurifil. And then you'll need 1 yard of background fabric and 1 charm pack. You'll be using all 42 squares. Everything I'm using in today's video will be linked below. Now it's time to cut our background fabric, so I'm squaring up that edge there, and then I'm going to cut 2 5-inch by width of fabric strips and 3 8.5-inch wide by width of fabric strips. And I don't have a ruler that's 8.5 inches wide and long, so instead I'm just going to use the lines on my mat to measure. And this is a great option if you don't have a lot of different size rulers, but you just want to make sure that your ruler measurements and your mat measurements line up so everything is accurate. Now that we've cut our strips, it's time to subcut them. I'm subcutting the 5-inch strips down into 5-inch squares, and you'll only need 14, so I'm taking 2 of those squares away. And next, it's time to subcut the 8.5-inch strips. So I'm going to cut these strips one at a time, and I'm going to first trim off that selvage and then cut this first strip down into 8.5-inch squares. So this strip will give me 4 8.5-inch squares. And then the next strip, again, I'm cutting off that selvage, and I'm going to cut this one into 2 8.5-inch squares and 1 4.5-inch by 8.5-inch rectangle. And then that final strip, I'm going to cut into 4.5-inch by 8.5-inch rectangles, and we'll need 9 from this strip, so I'm just unfolding that last piece to get our last rectangle. All in all, you'll end up with 6 large squares, 10 rectangles, and 14 small squares. And then, of course, you'll have your 42 5-inch squares from your charm pack. So this is all the fabric you'll need to get started. Before we dive deeper into today's charm pack quilt, I want to talk about the sponsor of today's video, Craftsy. You guys know I use pre-cuts constantly, charm packs, jelly rolls, all of it. So when I saw a class called Traditional Blocks from Pre-Cut Strips on Craftsy, I was so excited. If you're comfortable with charm packs but haven't done much with 2.5-inch strips, this class is such a good bridge. Barb walks through how to make traditional blocks using pre-cut strips. There's half square triangles, some curved piecing, and a little applique. But what I really love is that she shares the little efficiency tricks, the scrap saving tips, the here's how to make this easier kind of things. That's my favorite type of learning. If you're not familiar, Craftsy is an online community for creative, like-minded makers. They have over 2,000 classes across quilting, sewing, knitting, crochet, and more. Everything is broken down into short step-by-step lessons so you can pause, rewind, rewatch, whatever you need. I've been browsing beyond quilting too. Their sewing classes are fantastic, and I saved a baking class to try because apparently I need another hobby. As a member, you get unlimited access to all of it, plus live stream tutorials where instructors connect with the community in real time to answer questions and share tips. It's honestly just really motivating to be around other people who like to make things with their hands. If you want to join, the first 1,000 people watching this video who use my link in the description will get a full year premium membership to Craftsy for $1.49. This offer is valid for new members only. You can click the link below or scan the QR code on screen to join Craftsy. All right, now let's get back to our project. This quilt is made up of half square triangles, and we're going to do the 2 at a time assembly method. So we are going to pair up our 5-inch background squares with our 5-inch charm pack squares. And then for the rest of them, we're just going to pair the 5-inch charm pack squares together. So first I'll show you how to do the 2 at a time method using our background and charm pack squares. So the first step is to draw a diagonal line on one of the squares, and then you're going to pair them together, right sides together. That just means the pretty side of the fabric to the pretty side of the fabric. If you're working with solids, they oftentimes don't have a right or wrong side, so just choose whichever doesn't have the line on it. And then we're going to sew a 1/4 inch away on each side of that marked line. then cut along that marked line, and this will give us 2 identical half square triangles. The next step is to press them, and I'm going to press them all to the darker fabric, and then we're going to trim. So these were originally 5-inch squares paired together, and they're going to be trimmed down into 4.5-inch half square triangles. And I'm using a 4.5-inch block lock ruler for this. I really like these block lock rulers. It makes half square triangle trimming super easy, but you can use a regular square ruler or even your long quilting ruler if you don't have one. I trimmed up both sides of one of those squares, and then I'm going to do the same to the other one. So this will give us 2 identical half square triangles. So we'll pair up all of our background squares with our 5-inch charm pack squares, and then the remaining charm pack squares will be paired together. So I'm just going to pick like 14 lighter ones and 14 darker ones, and that will give us our 28 that we need of the charm pack pairings, and then you should have 28 of the background charm pack pairings as well. Here are all of our assembled half square triangles. So we have both of them here, and I'm going to keep them in separate piles just to make the block assembly simple. So the first block that we're going to make is kind of this quadrant block. This is going to be in the 4 quadrants. As you can see, we can't assemble it just with simple rows because of that large square in the middle. So we're going to assemble it sort of like a log cabin where we're going to work around. So we're going to sew those 2 together, and then we'll sew the right side to the center square, and we're just going to keep working around. So underneath that, we're going to sew these 3 half square triangles together, and then we're going to attach it to the bottom. And with all of this sewing, you're using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And then on the left side there, we're going to pair the rectangle with the half square triangle, sew that together, and then sew it to the left side of the block. And then the final step is sewing that top row together and attaching it to the top. So you'll end up with this quadrant block, and we'll need a total of 4 of these quadrant blocks for this quilt. And I like to lay everything out first before I assemble, just so I can make sure everything looks nice together. So the next step is to make this block. This is block B, and we're going to sew these bottom rows together and then sew them all together into one big piece. And you'll need a total of 2 of these sections. And the last section here is the center row of the quilt. So here I'm going to sew all of these pieces together just in little rectangles like this, and then we'll sew all the rectangles together. And the important thing here is to just keep in mind the direction of where the half square triangles are going so that everything stays lined up in the right way. You'll need 2 of those strips. So the final step is to assemble our rows. So here we're going to put one of the quadrants, one of the section B sections, and then another quadrant, and you'll just rotate those quadrants around to get it in the right direction. And then we're going to sew all of these pieces together. This will be our top row of our quilt. And next we're going to move on to the second row of our quilt, or the center row of our quilt. And this is those 2 row pieces, and we'll sew that together. And then the final row of the quilt is exactly the same as the top row. We're just rotating it upside down. So it's going to be 2 quadrant pieces and then the remaining center piece there. After we've assembled all of the rows, we're going to sew all the rows together into our final quilt top. So just 2 more long seams here, and then we'll be all finished. And this is a great time to double check that all of those half square triangles are pointed in the right direction and everything is placed correctly. So here is our final quilt top all sewn together. It uses every single one of those charm pack squares to make, and this is the final result. So it gives you a great scrappy star quilt. This is an awesome gender neutral baby quilt pattern, and if you want some larger sizes, you can check out the full pattern in my shop. I'll have it linked below for you. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you've made it this far, I would love it if you could like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you next time. Bye.